This is Stampy, and welcome back to my Let's Play on Ni No Kuni 2 Revenant Kingdom. I am here in the forest of Niall, and yeah, I need to go see him. So basically, brief summary of what's going on. The big dice that have been determining everyone's taxes is basically cheating and lying, and we need to find out why. And we found out that it was made from a very specific type of wood that was gathered from this forest, which is kind of our best idea to work out kind of what is so shifty about these dice. So yeah, we've come back to the forest. We're going to go and speak to Niall and kind of ask him to see whether he has any ideas for what's going on. And oh, it looks like he's got one of these birds, one of the you have a debt bird. And I guess in a way he might too. But yeah, we're basically trying to do this so we have permission to get a bunch of the wood from the forest. So right then, let's go and speak to Niall. Hey, you're back, eh? How'd it go with old Puggy? Well, we didn't quite manage to get your forest back yet. But we did find out the game is rigged all the way to the top. Jinx. I knew it, the crafty re-roasters. But now all we need to do is to get some proof that there's funny business afoot with Lady Luck as well. You haven't noticed people from Goldpaw doing anything strange in the woods lately, have you? Well, they were up to something over toward Old Woods there, but to be honest, there were so many of the beggars trespassing in and out, I couldn't keep track of them all. Maybe that's where they're making the dice. Let's go and have a look, shall we?
Listen.
Hold your horses, laddie. You'll not be going anywhere near Old Woods unless you can cast Quicken Growth. What's that? It's a spell, you great bampot. You never heard of it? Kids these days. Here, I'll teach ya. You learned Quicken Growth. And what kind of spell is it exactly? Can you not figure it out from the name? It makes plants grow fast. Cast the wee beauty on teeny tiny seed, and it will grow a tree as tall as a house before you can blink. The paths painted grow through down that way. If you sling that spell a few toadstools, you'll be going a good bit easier. Cheer! Thanks for the tip, Twigwig. Twigwig?
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Niall. Righto, looks like we'll be off to Old Woods. Wouldn't he sound so pleased about it if I were you? The monsters over that way have been a right pain in the neck lately. I think I know exactly where it is as well. I think it's a place that I ran into earlier, and I was sure at the time there'd be some sort of spell I'd be able to use in order to be able to get there. And it looks like, as always, I was correct. Only joking about the as always thing. And I made myself laugh, and then I coughed. Right, let's go and take out all of the goo. And then we can, work out where are we supposed to go. So the arrow's just saying in that kind of direction in general. It's quite good, actually, because a lot of the enemies around this area here, I'm just way stronger than. So, like, these are enemies that, like, were giving me, like, a good challenge earlier. But now I'm just, like, so much stronger than I was then. Look at this. I can just completely destroy them like this. And then, yeah, be able to win much easier. But we are about to get to the new part of the forest. And, yeah, as we were just warned about, the enemies might be a little bit tougher around there. If I can even go the right way. So the arrow's saying that way. I guess we need to go around the top up there somehow. So we can't go down into the river there. I can't see any of the toadstools. It's not talking about like these toadstools, is it? No, it's not talking about them. Oh, where is it then? Let's look at the map and see where I'm going. Oh yeah, look. It says like this way. Oh, can I go in this water here? Oh, okay. It was just the water back there I couldn't go. Just getting confused because there's all like loads of invisible walls. Like anytime like you'll try and jump down somewhere, the game doesn't want you to. It just doesn't let you at all. And so I just assumed that'd be one of those cases. Right, this guy's a little bit tougher, so let's go all out and use all of our zing gauges against it straight away. We need to get my magic up a little bit, and then I can go and use it again, and that'll be pretty much this fungus taken out completely. And then we're kind of just on a clean-up duty, just taking out the rest of these guys and doing a bit of leveling up as well by the looks of things. And oh, I don't think I've been up this way yet. Looks like there's a bit of a path up here. Oh, is that it? Oh no, it carries on going. There we go. A little bit of a hidden chest for us to find, but it looks like there's a decent bit of a forest for us to make our way through. So yeah, let's keep heading through and see if we can find that toadstool. Okay, I think I have just found where the toadstools are. So it looks like I'll be able to make a few of them grow, and then I'll be able to bounce up them. Is this them? It comes up with the exclamation mark, but I'm not doing anything. Oh, there we go. There we go. You cast Quicken Growth. So I guess these are going to be some bouncy toadstools. I mean, it says you need this spell to get up here. I mean, surely, like, once anyone's done it, then, like, it's staying grown. Maybe they, like, shrink small again, and then you need to go and do the spell again in order to get back up. But yeah, there we go. This has opened up the path for us and allowing us to push through this extra twiddly and twisty and turny part of the forest. Very different from the part that we first entered. Okay, I've just made my way, I think, around most of the twisty turny area. And aha! You always know you're arriving at something when you find a chest, a waystone, and a trapdoor as well. And yeah, look through there. There's a glimpse of some sort of building through there. So it looks like that's going to be where we're going to be heading to next. Seeing as I made pretty good progress through there, it's probably worth saving now. It says I've been playing for like 7.5 hours. I've been playing for 7.5 hours, have I? Have I been playing for 7? It doesn't feel like I've been playing for 7.5 hours. I think like a lot of the time I just like leave the menu on like before I start recording. So it's gonna think like I've played for ages. I haven't played for that long. But yeah, look, there's a little hut down on the inside here. Guess we're gonna find out who's hanging out here. Wow, they've been busy. Are they making this into like a casino, do you think? So this is where they've been making the trick dice. Or it's a factory to make the trick dice. All right then, how are we going to do this? Charge in shouting our heads off? No, we can't draw attention to ourselves. We need to slip in undetected and find out what they're doing. Hide yourselves, some swabbies are coming. Why did they have to build it so far away?
Huh.
Fool! Any closer and the people of the city would surely discover it. They're from Goldpaw. They must be. I have a mighty fine idea all of a sudden. You know, I think I might be thinking what you're thinking. Huh? We sitting their clothes? We're sitting their clothes! Was that me and Roland? Well, Evan and Roland? Oh, it suits them. They look fantastic, I must say. Guess I should have expected as much from a pair of sky pirates. Are you sure this will work? Only one way to find out, lad. We'll keep watch out here. Off you go and sneak into the dice factory. Just don't be too long, all right? Guess we don't have much choice. Come on. And they are, like, we're not dogs. Everyone else is like a dog. Tani and Batu stay behind to keep watch. All right, then. Looks like we're going in with just us. I wonder if Lofty and the Higgledies are going to be joining us somewhere, or we're going to be completely on our own. I guess we don't want to be doing any fighting anyway. Hopefully just no one's going to notice that we're not a giant dog. We're blended perfectly. We have such dog-like features naturally. Phew, I was sure he was going to see through our disguise. Well, he didn't. Looks like this might just work. All right. We need at least 2 forms of proof. The first is something tying Pugnius directly to the deception. Some kind of documentary evidence would be ideal. The next is evidence of how they're manipulating the dice. My guess is that they're not using magic.
Oh.
Really? But how else could it be done? There are ways. We have a few different techniques for manipulating things from a distance where I come from. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody here has come up with something similar. All right then, let's find proof. Let's do it. These disguises should help us get close to people who work here. Maybe we can pick up some clues. Sneaky, sneaky. Oh, this is fun. You know, I always love it in games when you're like in costume disguise somewhere and like you're walking around just right past the guards and stuff. Like loads of games do it. Like it happens all of the time in games and I always just love it. I love just being sneaky. Hello, I'm not really from here. Like, you don't actually have to be sneaky in the game. You can just run around like a lunatic. But right, we need to look around. So there's some things on the table here. It looks like some kind of control unit, but there's no way you'll be able to sneak it out of here under the worker's nose. There might be another one lying around somewhere else, though. There we go. This one right here. Important item acquired. You obtained a remote device. Roland, look. This must be it. And based on all this stuff, it looks like what I thought, a remote control for Ladies Luck's dice. It's just like you said. It's just like you said. A lucky guess. Anyhow, Pugnius must have one of these. So, this is how he keeps the taxes so high, and how he stole Niall's forest from him. It sure seems that way, and it's also how we're going to make him pay. We could really use some proof connecting Pugnius to this place. Alright, let's look around a little more. I mean, we could just keep it and we could just use it so it always says 0 on the tax dice. Like, don't let him know that we know. And then, like, we can just control it and make it do whatever we want. Oh, that would be so much more fun. Rather than, like, outing him, we should just do that instead. Right then, so we need some proof to connect him. There seems to be a bit of a document here. But once again, there's a guard there. Plenty of notes or ordering materials and so on, but none that proves Pugnius has done anything wrong. Okay, anything over here? It looks like a tool that's used by the workers here. Doesn't seem especially suspicious. Just slightly suspicious, but not especially. Important item acquired! You obtained a set of signed instructions. Aha! I think we've done it. Look at this. It was in the drawer. That's Pugnius' signature at the bottom. It looks like instructions on what he wants to build. I'm guessing these were supposed to be destroyed. Luckily for us, somebody didn't do their job. Well, that's certainly undeniable proof. Wonderful. That's everything we need. Come on, let's get out of here. Okay, that was easy enough, wasn't it? In, out, grab the things that we need. No problems whatsoever. Oh no, the mossy monument is talking. Unauthorized intruders detected. Initiating attack sequence.
Oh my goodness!
Tanny, Batu.
Blimey!
Sorry, looks like we got into a rumble. What's this horrible thing doing here anyway?
Oh, I don't like our chances, girlie.
Yeah, they're trapped.
Come on!
Then we have to help them. What is that thing? Is this like their guard? Why did, like, Tanny and Batu just stand out in the middle of nowhere while I was sneaking in there? Why did they go back behind the bush or something? God, what is this thing? Where is this thing? I guess we attack, like, the balls at the bottom. The mossy monument. An architectural monstrosity. I think it looks quite cute, actually, all things considered. I made a bit of a mistake by not keeping my Zing gauge, like, completely up ready. It did, like, recommend that I always do that. So I am going to have to build up the power a little bit. But while it's staying down here, let's go and try and do a whole load of damage against that. That move's really good when you're, like, attacking just a single enemy. Because you can kind of just do all of your damage just against one single enemy like that. But let's... Whoa, okay. Okay, let's go and back off a little bit here. Did quite a lot of damage against me there. And let's see if we can bring up my Zing gauge a little bit more on some of these other weapons. Not doing a great job dodging out of the way, but it doesn't really let me know when it's going to attack very well. And I guess why would it? Oh, it kind of chilled out for a little bit there. Oh, it's gearing up for something. I can see it's getting ready for a big attack. But there we go. That's my Zing gauge fully up. Let me just hang back and just use like a fireball or something. Then that way I know I'm going to hit it. And it looks like we are just about to finish it off. And we all leveled up as well for our efforts. And now look, Tanny leveled up as well, even though we weren't playing her. That's good to know.
Yeah, I thought me goose were cut there for a second.
Looks like the people in the factory didn't notice the racket either. I think we got lucky there.
Well, did you find your precious proof?
Yes, we found the device Pugnius uses to control the dice's movements.
Aha! That's the stuff, lad. Now we can hang the swindling dog out to dry.
We sure can. With this thing to help us, we'll be able to expose him for the fraud he is. Evan, I need you to be sure you're okay with what you're about to do. We're interfering directly in another country's affairs. If it doesn't go well for us, things could get ugly. And if they got really bad, you could be making an enemy of the entire nation. Are you willing to take that risk? Stealing from one's own people is unforgivable. We cannot stand by and let that happen. We have to give the citizens of Goldpaw their country back.
That's the stuff, man.
Yeah, I knew you wouldn't let them walk all over them.
Ha! Ye grow more kindly to the day, your majesty.
You really are starting to sound like a king. You know what? All right, our leader has set out his policy. And now it's time to implement it. And I got a watery barrage bow for my for my efforts as well. I think I've got like a bunch of better weapons and stuff. I'll sort it out soon. I'll sort it out soon enough. Don't you worry about that. Right, let's go and... I think we're all healed up anyway, but let's just go and save our progress, seeing as we're here. There's actually not, like, a huge amount of save points. Like, loads of times I can finish an episode, and I'm like, God, I need to save, and I've got to, like, teleport to somewhere really far away to save and then go back. The trip door isn't here anymore. We just need to go and teleport back to Goldpaw, which is all the way over here. The nice thing is that we can, like, choose exactly where we teleport to once we're inside of there. Like, if there's a bunch of tripdoors inside, like normally in games like this, you'll just kind of get teleported to the entrance. It's kind of nice to choose the exact area that you need to go to, so you don't need to walk through all of the town. I did a bunch of shopping, by the way, in the last episode as well before this one, so I did buy a bunch of better stuff. I kind of hope I don't end up now with better stuff, because I bought a better stuff, and if I just found better stuff lying around anyway, then I wasted a whole load of money, and I did kind of spend basically all of my money on these things. But hey, I mean, what else am I going to do with the in-game money on Ni No Kuni apart from spend it inside of the shops? You again. And did Lady Luck provide evidence of the dodgy machinations of which you imagined us guilty? Master Pugnius, you have deceived Niall and your own people, the very people you are supposed to serve. Huh? More wild accusations? And where is your proof, Did you find evidence of trickery? Some ingenious device hidden somewhere inside Lady Luck, perhaps? Come on, you know we're on to you. Why not drop the act? There is no act to drop. I am innocent, as the Mistress of Fortune herself will attest. Will she now, huh? That's not such a bad idea. I say here she's the one who passes judgment on legal matters around here. How does a trial sound?
Indeed. Indeed. It sounds like a very fine idea, indeed. Yes, this is the way of Goldpaw. All matters of state, be they legal, political, or otherwise, are decided by the roll of the sacred dice. And as ruler of the great nation, I am more than willing to submit myself to the judgment of Lady Luck. But know that if I am found innocent, I shall treat your attempt at sedition with the gravity they deserve. You will be punished for crimes against the state. Do you accept my terms? We do. Then we will begin the preparations right away. Come to the square at the appointed time. So I guess we're not giving away the fact that we have the device, and we're just gonna stitch them up. This is kind of what I hope we do. All right, time for the main event. I'll leave this to you, if you don't mind, Roland. Sure, I was hoping you'd say that. Right, time for the trial. Oh, Pugnius, so smug. He thinks that he's controlling it, but we will. The preparations are complete. The trial will get away as soon as you have confirmed you are ready. Shall it begin? Begin the trial. Very well, please take your places. I hereby convene the trial of fortune of Master Pugnius, Grand High Roller of Goldpaw. Being the defendant, his Empress will be unable to preside over this hearing. As such, it falls to me to discharge his duties. I hope you will forgive my doubtless clumsy efforts in this most unfamiliar role. A trial is underway. And with the Great High Roller in the dock, no less. What in the world could have happened?
Why are you dressed like that, Roland?
Because it's a court of law.
The defendant, Master Pugnius, Grand High Roller of Goldpaw, bows his head before Lady Luck and submits to her judgment in this matter. He stands accused of dereliction of duty, specifically the knowing deception of his people. In the prosecution, would you like to begin by making its case? I intend to prove this court that Master Pugnius did knowingly and willingly, with the aid of a network of his most trusted retainers, defraud the very people of those he has entrusted. Further, I will show that he has distributed devices among his accomplices which are used to carry out deception on a grand scale throughout the manipulation of dice rolls.
I do not doubt that you have found evidence of such trifling chicanery among low-level officials, but to allege that this administration as a whole is complicit with such behavior is preposterous. I do not, have not, and will never engage in dishonest practices of any kind, and to accuse me of such is to defame my character and call my good name into question.
Perhaps you will permit those present to withhold judgment on the matter of your innocence until I have presented my proof.
Roland offers up a set of signed instructions as proof. Item used.
But what is the meaning of this? I think you know very well, after all, this document was written by you, was it not? Ladies and gentlemen, I present the prosecution key exhibit, written instructions for the assembly of manipulable dice, clearly signed by Master Pugnius.
Does the accused have anything to say in his defense?
No.
Only that my prior outburst was merely an expression of shock at the brazenness of the shameless act. I have never seen this document in my life. To stoop to fabrication of evidence is pitiful tactics indeed. It is forgery, plain and simple.
Why don't we let Lady Luck be the judge of that?
By all means.
It seems both sides are satisfied to entrust judgment of the matter to the Mistress of Fortune.
May the dose rise stand as the undisputed work of truth. Lady Luck, grant us an even number if the evidence be false. Otherwise, let the number be odd.
Time to show the people of Goldpaw just how badly they've been misled.
Well, I guess if we're both using devices, I mean, who's going to win in that case, though?
Well, Lady Luck sure takes her time, doesn't she, dropping the dice? It's not a quick statue.
We did it!
Even the evidence is judged to be false.
Oh, we didn't do it.
Lady Luck has spoken.
Righto, Your Majesty. Ha!
What is happening? The die. Something is wrong with the die.
I think this might just about prove
Which
it.
brings us to the crux of the prosecution's case. That Master Pugnacious knowingly manipulated Lady Luck.
What? No!
Yeah, with this remote control thingy.
But this is...
By the use of the remote control, the outcome of Lady Luck die can be readily manipulated. The prosecution was able to visit the place where these devices are manufactured and to procure one of its own purposes, namely the demonstration of this fraud. Master Pugnius deliberately kept the taxes high and stole Niall's forest from him, and all using this horrible trick. Master Pugnius.
Can this really be true?
Cheat! Deceiver!
Shame on you! You are the Grand High Roller!
Do you have anything to say for yourself?
Oh no! Oh no! Not good! All that I did for Goldpaw. I had to make my nation rich, richer than any other. It was the only way.
The bond with his people is weakening.
Soon it will be time.
What is going on? What was that about? Is that the Kingmaker? I think that's his Kingmaker.
What's that?
It's the Kingmaker, Longfang.
He doesn't look happy.
Longfang? Here in the city? But why?
Master Pugnacious, your right to rule has been tested and found wanting. My plan is complete. Your king's bond is mine!
Wait!
Who was that? Do you reckon that was someone working for Mousinger? Or Mousinger himself? And the Kingmaker doesn't look particularly happy right now. Okay, I didn't expect that outcome from the end of the troll, I will be honest. Where am I? Longfang, Butcher, Baker, Kingmaker! I don't have to battle it, do I? Do I have to battle it? I think I might have to battle it. This is not going very good. Sadly, though, this episode has gone on for a very, very long time, and I need a little bit of a rest before we go and jump back in. But, whoa, yeah. God, a lot has happened in, like, just the last 2 minutes or something. So we will continue our adventure very, very soon, see where we are and see what's going to happen next. And, yeah, as always, link at the top of the description if you want to jump straight into the next episode and carry on watching. But for now, thank you all so much, and I will see you all in the next one.